Hey everybody, Paul from PC3 Photos here, and welcome back to another episode of Friday Night Behind the Lens. Now, I don't actually have a guest with me tonight, and I said I wasn't going to make another video until after the first of the year, but I need your help with something, and I wanted to get this out as quick as possible. Now, one of the best things about all of 2020 for me was doing this Friday Night Behind the Lens interview show. I did 10 individual interviews with photographers from the United States, England, and 2 from Australia, as well as a 2-part UK virtual meetup with 6 amazing photographers from the United Kingdom. And getting to spend 30 to 45 minutes with each one of these amazing photographers was definitely a highlight for me. You know, learning a little bit more about them, learning where they come from, and hopefully getting them a little bit of exposure for their channel. That just made the whole thing worth it for me. So when I look at the analytics of it, you know, most interviews go anywhere from 25 minutes to 45 minutes, with the average maybe being 30 to 35 minutes. Now, the average watch time, though, is quite a bit less than that. It's anywhere between 5 and 10 or 11 minutes. Now, I know we have a lot of dedicated viewers that watch it from beginning to end, and I appreciate that, and I know the people that I interviewed really appreciate that too. But I think for a lot of people, you know, it's just maybe a 5 or 10 minute thing, maybe 15 minutes. So I'm looking to kind of shrink the interview down to maybe 15 minutes max. Now, if I shrunk down the interview to 15 minutes, I'd have to write some really targeted questions that allows me to get to the core of what that photographer is about in a shorter amount of time. It would eliminate a lot of the chat and the banter that goes back and forth, which I personally like, but I'm also looking to attract other viewers to the channel, not just for myself, but hopefully somebody can determine in 10 or 15 minutes whether they want to follow that person that's being interviewed or not. And really, that's what the channel is all about, to attract new viewers, to give the exposure to the person being interviewed, and let that new viewer determine, is that photographer somebody I want to follow or not? So that's really what I need your help on. I'm looking for feedback on whether we stick with the 30 to 45 minute format, or do we shrink it down to 15 minutes and make it really concentrated and get as much information in as fast as possible about that person being interviewed, and hopefully attract more viewers to their channel. And of course, if you have any suggestions or things that you might want to see on the show, definitely leave those in the comments below. I certainly don't have all the answers, but yeah, the goal is just to make this the best photography interview show that it can possibly be and attract more viewers for all of our channels. All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in this week. I hope to be back in about 2 weeks with a new interview, so stay tuned for that. Until then, take care of each other, stay safe out there. Thanks again for all of your support, and we'll see you in a couple weeks on Friday Night Behind the Lens. Thanks, everybody. Bye.